Don't be afraid of that sticker. In the old days when we sold cars, if the sticker was right here, guess where we stood? So folks, how do you like it? Right? The sticker's in my back. Well, let me see. Oh, see what? There's nothing here. Right? What's on that sticker? First of all, they're loaded, right? There's a ton of information on there, right? There's standard equipment, right, at no additional charge. What does no additional charge read in the customer's mind, those words? Free. Free. No additional charge reads free, right? But it's not free, is it? No. It's no additional charge, but it reads free in the customer's mind. But that's what it says on the sticker, at no additional charge, right? And they've got, and some of them, they still list it. Comfort, equipment, convenience packages, right? Safety. They're listed that way. The people that build these cars, that own those big buildings, that are really, really rich, they're not stupid. They understand what we're talking about now. Where we get stupid is in car dealerships, where all we figure we got to sell is price. Does price sell cars? Yeah, the cheap, really, really cheap price sells. But we don't want to be the cheapest, we want to be the best. Right? So I got no problem showing that sticker. It's got comfort, convenience, loaded up. It's got everything, all the standard, no additional red free. And then it's got this, this, and this, where hopefully we know the customer wants based on what? When we did what with the customer? Interviewed them, right? 4-door, air, stick shift, whatever, were her hot buttons. Remember, guys? In all for this low price. Minus what? What's still on stickers? You got an MSRP minus what?
Package discount.
Package discount. Plus, folks, and I'm all over that. Folks, on this car, because the car's equipped that way, it's discounted, blah, blah, blah. X amount of dollars. Yay, Ford. Whatever, right?
Yeah. Works.
Right? Folks, I don't know if, I don't know where you're at in the world, and ultimately we're going to have to talk about price. This one's already been discounted, so we don't have to go through that battle. Right? I'm just putting it out there. AutoMax trained salespeople sell their cars one piece at a time. AutoMax trained salespeople sell our vehicles one feature at a time, one piece at a time. The more times you can get a client to say, yeah, that's what I want on my car, the more likely they are to do what? Buy the whole thing.
Yeah.
How does Joe Jurassic ask somebody to buy the car? So, what do you think? How do you like her? Well, I don't know, Joe. What don't you know about it? Hell, that's a beautiful car. Matches your eyes, ma'am. Joe, the car's black. She don't have black eyes. Right? That's how Joe sells cars. So what do you think? How do you like it? Right? We don't sell that car. We don't sell cars that way. We sell the car one piece at a time. We do it in 4 distinct parts. Feature, benefit, feeling, and acceptance. All right, somebody give me a feature on a car.
8-way power seats.
Say it again.
8-way power seats.
8-way power seats would be the feature. All right? Now the way you're going to start every presentation, the way you're going to say every single feature on the car is, whether you sell new or used, doesn't matter. The manufacturer of the car, whether it be Ford, Chevrolet, Nissan, Toyota, whatever it is that you're showing, if it's a new car, the new car sign that's on your building, if it's a pre-owned car, whatever manufacturer it is, you're going to say, what the Ford Motor Company offers on this vehicle is, okay, that's the way you want to start everything. What the Ford Motor Company, unless you're selling a Chevrolet, what the Ford Motor Company offers on this vehicle is, and then you're going to talk about the feature. Now let me stop there for a minute. The people go home that night. They got a mountain of business cards sitting on their living room table. They're trying to figure out where they're going to go back to the next day, right? They come to my car, right? Now they picked up a half a dozen of them all over the car.
Right.
They picked a half a dozen of them up all over the living room, right? Remember? And now they come to my car and they go, there was something different about that. That car had, that was the only one that had those, because I said from Ford Motor Company.
Right.
Right? No one else told them that. Somebody might have said they had 8-way power seats, but this is from the Ford Motor Company. What Ford Motor Division, a feature Ford Motor Division had put on this car was the 8-way power seats. That's the feature, and that's how you talk about it. With the Ford Motor Division, install it in this car's 8-way power seats. That's the feature. Now the benefit. What these seats do, they're designed ergonomically to fit your body in a zillion different positions, regardless of your height, your weight, your body type and structure, to where when you're driving that car, it's comfortable and all the gauges are accessible to you. Plus, it's got a memory to put it back to where it was in case somebody else drives the car. Providing you with, that's the benefit, what it does. Providing you with the kind of comfort that you would expect in your new car, and that's something you'd like to have on your new car, isn't it? All right, so we have a 4-part walk-around. Feature, benefit, feeling, acceptance. What's the feature, guys? What was the feature that we just talked about?
8-way power.
What's the benefit?
Comfort, ergonomic.
No, designed or not designed.
Well, yeah,
position.
ergonomically designed to fit.
What's the feeling
Right.
provided to the customer?
Comfort.
Comfort. People that buy our products, services, or ideas about how they imagine using them will make them feel. That's feelings. And then the acceptance is what we call a closing tie down. I did what's called a closing tie down, getting them to accept that feature by saying, and that's something I like to have on your car, isn't it? That's called a closing tie down. Some closing tie downs would be, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree? That's something you'd like to have on your car, right? You'd probably buy it for that reason alone, wouldn't you? I'm going to give them a bunch of closing tie downs. Okay? For those of you viewing at home, go to Google and Google closing tie downs.
Okay.
There's 1,000 of them. All right? They've been around forever. It's just getting a person to accept that particular feature. So when they say, yeah, that's something you'd like to have on your car, isn't it, John? And you say, yes, what did you just buy? 8-way power seats. So that's one down. So now I go to another feature. You know, 3rd generation airbags. I didn't know there was 3 generations. Well, there sure was. There's first ones that exploded, broke your neck, and came out at right speed of light. Right? You had those. And you had second ones that were a little better. Now you got the 3rd generation. This car comes equipped from Chevrolet Motor Division with the 3rd generation airbags. Well, what's the 3rd generation airbag? Well, the 3rd generation airbag is made out of a different material. I forget what it's called. Look it up. It's important. With a different material that comes out just a little bit at a little bit slower speed, but obviously quick enough, just that much slower, but still enough to protect you, but it's not going to break every bone in your face. Still keep you safe. And it's filled with a different air. It doesn't blow the powder out of you. I forget what it's called. All right? So that's the benefit. Providing you still with the kind of safety that you'd have to have on your car, right? So the feature's what? 3rd generation airbags. What does it do? The benefit is, comes out of the slower force, made out of different materials so it doesn't break your face. The feeling is what? Starts with S. Safety. And we said, you got to have that on your car, right?
Yep.
And they said, yeah. So now what did they just buy?
The airbag.
The airbags. So now they bought the 8-way power seats and the airbags, right? Now you go to another feature, same thing. Feature, benefit, feeling, acceptance. Then you go to another.